So guys, it's time for another game jam. So if you don't know what a game jam is, what are you? You believing under a rock or something? I'm kidding, guys. Okay. So a game jam is basically a competition where you compete with a bunch of other nerds that are a whole lot better at making games than you because I'm kind of dumb, and yeah, you kind of have fun and learn stuff and die on the inside, and sometimes feel like ripping your hair out and smashing your computer because nothing is working and you have no freaking idea what you are doing. But yeah, game jams. So for this game jam in question, it was the vimjam, and I asked myself, what kind of game do I want to make? And being the degenerate weeb I am, I had the idea, let's make a game about collecting pocky, the candy sticks they have in anime. And then I got the idea, what if we steal pocky, because we had to add collectibles and stuff. So yeah, I started making my crappy game where you collect pocky because I'm a total weeb. So with that said, let's get this video started. So it turns out that I didn't learn anything from my first game jam and ended up doing everything in 2 days, even though I had a week to do everything. So yeah, fun times. So anyway, the first thing I had to do was make the player controller, and I used the Godot default icon for it, and I actually ended up replacing it with another square I made in Photoshop. So yeah, I imported that thing into Godot and I made it blue to make it more fabulous, right? Look at it, it's so beautiful. So yeah, it's super tiny, you can barely see it. So I went into my settings and adjusted the settings to make it so that you can actually see the freaking square. So yeah, now we can actually see the square, which is already an improvement. And I did some coding to actually get the square to freaking move and not just be stationary, and there we go. Yeah, no, we ran into a bunch of errors. So yeah, back to the drawing board. So there we go, we actually have a moving square now. It only moves left and right. So yeah, it's a thing. So the next thing I was trying to do was make it jump, and look at it, it works perfectly fine. Yeah, I forgot to add gravity. So bam, we have gravity now. Yeah, it's super slow. It's falling like at a snail pace. And then yeah, I tried to fix it and this monstrosity happened. I don't even know what's going on here, but yeah, it happened. A bunch more errors and coding, and bam, gravity, bam, bow. It works. Beautiful, I know, right? So I'm lazy, so I just drew a simple collision shape to make test the actual game. And yeah, I just jumped around to check if collisions were working and how the movement felt. And yeah, current stage, I was a little bit less lazy and actually made platforms to test the thing on, and I kept falling off, so I kind of extended the platforms to make them longer so I wouldn't fall, and I added a dash. So yeah, now we have a dash that I was not happy at all with, and as you can see, it doesn't work quite well. So I moved on to work on some particles because I didn't want to deal with that. So yeah, sorry Danny fans, this is Godot's particle system, not Unity's. Anyway, I added a bunch more code, and yeah, we added some animations, which is what I'm doing here. By the way, there's some beautiful animations, man. Like, look at it, so majestic, and how it wiggles and moves up and down. Anyway, I continued to tweak the animations a bit and actually added particles, but they weren't disappearing. So another pain in the behind. So I actually got it to work after some troubleshooting, which was a fun time. I even added some particles for jumping, and then I realized that I didn't want to use a freaking square for my character, so I made a simple little character in Photoshop and added that to the game, and those animations are atrocious, but whatever, and you can't even turn around, as you can see. So yeah, I had to add some code to kind of fix that, and yeah.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Our character kind of ended up disappearing and stuff, so more code and stuff, and now we literally cannot turn left at all. So yeah, totally fixed that. Yeah. So I moved on from that and made some art assets for the game, so that's not just a void. So yeah, I made a quick level with the brick I made. And there we go. We can jump in our little box, I guess. And yeah, we can move some of that into our done category in this beautiful website. And then we moved on to do some moving platforms so that they were a thing. And I added actually some more sprites for different animations for our character because our other sprites were literally absolute crap. So I added new sprites. New sprites for added more animations, and turns out our moving platform up and down it's kind of messed up. So some more coding stuff, and now we can't jump at all. So great, amazing. I ended up fixing it. Yeah, no, it's still broken. This is a thing apparently that happened. So some debugging and troubleshooting later, and there we go. Our jumping's working again and stuff. And yeah, we can jump, and basically that's about it. So here we go again, more testing, and we implemented our dash and some particles, but yeah, those particles aren't working at all and are disappearing. So shoot. So I kind of kept attempting to fix the particles, and my freaking game actually crashed from me attempting to fix it. So we kind of left that behind and instead started working on a start screen instead, and got some fonts from the fonts to make it look a little bit better than what it was, and added some more styles to it, added a pink background because pink, I guess. And yeah, there we go. We actually have a start menu now, and we can actually go into the game and jump and stuff, whatever we can. And yeah, I removed the particle for the dashing because it wasn't working, and I even added a pause menu. So look at that progress. So I then started working on a wall jump mechanism basically, and as you can see, it was obviously not working, whatever the heck this thing is. And then I worked on it some more, and it's worked a little bit better, but it's still kind of trash. So back to some more coding and dying, and this somehow happened. What? And yeah, everything was broken at that point. I don't know what the heck I did, but obviously I effed up. So I kind of moved on and worked on a UI for the pocky instead, and you would assume that it's working here, but it turns out that it's not, and because the pocky's not being actually counted at all. So yes, fun times. So I did some more coding and actually got the freaking thing to work, but now the freaking crystal's broken. So back to the drawing board again. And yeah, it's still broken. Yeah, it's not working. Don't know why, but obviously I love coding, right? And we finally got it to work. So yeah, we can actually pick up the freaking crystal now. And I literally had like 15 minutes remaining, so I kind of quickly worked on a level, and it turns out that I didn't have a win screen or a credit screen, which it's kind of important to have a win screen, and then the credits was actually part of the rules. So yeah, I actually had to make that real quick, and then I went back into making the level again, and like I had said, I literally had like 10 minutes left remaining before I had to submit the game. So yeah, it's not the best level ever, but here it is basically. Anyway, that's what I submitted with 2 minutes remaining for the jam, so yeah, and the only reason I died in that clip was because I was demonstrating how the respawn mechanism worked, and totally not because I suck at my own game, okay? Anyway, if you liked the video, then please do leave a like and consider subscribing, or else, I don't know, stuff will happen, so yeah, watch out. Anyway, see you guys in the next one.